Hey YouTube, so let's see if I can make this my first and final take. We'll see. Um, Sorry about last week. I didn't upload Thursday or Friday. I think I did get about 4 videos out last week, but honestly, 2 reasons. I've been kind of curious to see how my videos are reacted to, who likes what, and it's no surprise, I guess. Actually, in a way, it kind of is that my Trump video got a bit of attention. Now, I would have thought maybe for negative reasons, like, oh, well, people are pissed because I'm being too honest about, how things are in this country, calling people racist and sexist and shit like that. But you know what's funny? Is it's got almost, at least the people who have left comments are overwhelmingly in support of this. And I don't know for sure, but I do know how Trump supporters have often used grammar and how they've written in the past on Facebook comments. And if I'm tying that same kind of writing logic or, physique, I guess you could say, to maybe how some of the comments were written in my YouTube video, I would bet that some of these people might have been Trump. I don't know. But it looks like some of these people might have been Trump supporters. And now they're pissed because Daddy Donnie has screwed them up. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video, because I do like that my Trump video got some attention, and I'm going to keep posting about this. And honestly, I'm really happy to see that people are coming out and watching that video, supporting my channel. Obviously, I love that. Thank you all very much for doing that. But really also, I just like knowing that the support is out there, that the support of this anti-fascist regime is out there. Sorry, I can't talk. That that support for being anti-fascist and essentially not supporting this Trump regime. My camera is liking to slide. Sorry guys, I still have yet to pay for a proper, I should take a photo or maybe even a second camera shot at some point of how I record these videos. And if you all thought the background was bad enough as it is, you haven't even seen how this thing is sitting on my dashboard yet. But anyways, so Trump, that's kind of the topic of tonight's video. Trump is losing support rapidly, which, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised. Now, I'm not exactly surprised because, let's be honest with you, in this first term, I mean, people voted for Biden because they didn't want to vote for Trump. Okay, let's just be real about that. And y'all can say whatever you think about that election. Now, if y'all still want to sit there and say that election was rigged, especially right now after a lot of you are sitting there saying you no longer support the guy, I don't know how to help you, but it wasn't rigged. That election was absolutely not rigged. I don't know how else to say it. Well, people just did not like him in 2020 for, honestly, he handled the pandemic incorrectly. He just did. There was what led up to it was bad. And there were other reasons that Trump was unliked in his first term. But here's the problem. Trump rid on the, nobody likes to talk about, especially Trump supporters hate when I say something like this. But Trump supporters Trump himself rode on the coattails of Obama. So what I'm getting at here is his first couple of years might have been okay, even maybe into 2019. I was there, I remember it. Oh my goodness, this camera is going to drive me nuts tonight. Okay. but people, the problem is that by 2020, people were kind of starting to wake up, and that was towards the end of his term, which was helpful for the election. Well, the problem is people are waking up now. So it really goes to show that we're only a year into his term, really, just under a year into his second term, and people are just upset. I mean, for starters, it's one thing when you no longer see Trump stickers or Trump flags or things like that. I mean, I have a hard time finding any Make America Great Again propaganda anywhere, on stickers, on flags, even on social media. I struggle with this. and I don't know if Trump saw my video, but I think the whole Trump's, I would laugh and maybe even try to do a cartwheel for you all on a YouTube video if Trump ever saw my video. And I can't do a cartwheel, by the way. But Trump is, like the Department of, what is it? It was a Department of Defense or War, or whatever the fuck, I forget, like multiple ones or something today. It came up in my Facebook feed. I usually always see these things secondhand, but it came up for me this time in full. Trump is posting using government, like official government organization Facebook pages. Trump, or at least Trump's cabinet or staff or whoever the hell is doing this, but nobody's stopping it is the real problem. Trump is posting AI imagery of him in the Halo games, I guess, like him as like Master Chief and shit. Like, and I'm not a Halo expert, all right. So like y'all be like, what the fuck, man? No, but believe me, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about either. But I know enough about this shit to know that that's Halo. And who is he trying to fool here? Here's the thing. It's almost as if honestly, I did not think farmers played video games, nor did I could be wrong. I'm sure some of them do. But what I'm saying is the majority of his base were people that are usually, or at least whenever I grew up around them, would be like, well, video games are bad for these youth. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be playing those. And now, because Trump is massively losing support, people like me are taking to the internet and saying, yeah, guys, he's old, haha, or something. He has to post himself as buff Master Chief using official government Facebook pages? Guys, let's back up for a second. Last week I covered him demoing like 1/3 the White House. All the while, Trump supporters were like, oh, no, he's just remodeling it. And see, it's just the exterior. It's just his piece right here. Yeah, guys have so much hate in your hearts. Then he ended up tearing, literally, he was one swoop of that fucking backhoe away from taking out the main White House itself. Okay, that's where he was at. This week, Donald Trump is posting himself as Master fucking Chief because he's a strong, young, fit hero? Is that what he's trying to say? Honestly, I'm really not sure. I'm guessing. I really don't know. You tell me. Guys, y'all Trump cultists that understand the Trump lingo or some shit, like, you tell me what the fuck this man's doing. I don't get it. And I'm not really sure why my tax dollars are funding it. So please, I need to be informed, or else I don't think I'm going to have to vote for him in 2028. I'm sorry. I can't support that. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. But, clearly, I think at this point, it's just, I honestly don't think, here's my honest approach to it. I don't know. I could be wrong about this, and this is completely, Ben's just thinking about shit out loud. I swear. But Trump knows he's massively losing support. And he hates that. Remember, the guy's a fucking undiagnosed narcissist. I don't like that word because it's overused very, very often. And by the way, you actually do have to officially be diagnosed with narcissism or to be a narcissist before you can claim, or someone can claim you are a narcissist. However, most people overuse that word and just say, oh, you're a narcissist, here's the reasons why. Okay, maybe. Yeah, those are signs, but until they've been actually diagnosed to be a narcissist, they're not. But I'm going to go ahead and actually use that word today. And because honestly, the signs are pretty fucking clear. And I don't know, but I feel like I have heard in the past that other people who do have the ability to properly diagnose someone with narcissistic, is it a disorder? I think it's a disorder. Anyways, you call Trump a narcissist. And so I'm going to call, because I can't obviously say yay or nay on that, but I'm going to call him an undiagnosed narcissist today. And say that, well, and if we're going to assume he is one, or at least, or if nothing else, a very insecure male, Donald Trump, again, with the White House thing, he is desperate for people to like him or even just notice him. Actually, at some point, it stops being, I want to be liked. It starts being, I just need to be seen. And if that means I need to be unliked, then I'll be unliked to be seen. And I think actually Trump's been here for a very long time. This is nothing new. However, because Trump I think he's kind of getting off to the overwhelming support, even when it's negative, is what I'm getting at. Like, this video might be actually a good thing for his ego in a sense, but it's also like he's, also deep down hating it because, I mean, it's not like it's completely feeding his ego. He likes the attention, but he doesn't like that it's negative, right? And so that's kind of obvious. I mean, anybody, like I say on my videos, hey, yeah, go ahead and comment bad comments or on my videos, because it drives up my oh shit, what's the word? You know what I'm talking about? My engagement. Well, although if I got like 98% negative comments or even 80% negative comments, I mean, I would think twice about posting about that again, because I don't know, I don't really want to be hated. Even if I have to say, I mean, yeah, it's good to say the right things regardless, but I mean, it's still, nobody really likes negative. I don't know, maybe who's into negative, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Trump doesn't like the negative feedback, I can tell you that. And so there's a lot of people coming out and saying, kind of moving on with this, that, people that were really, really into Trump, when they, in 2024, pre the election, even post it, whatever, even throughout maybe parts of this first term here, in this first year, there are a lot of people that are just overwhelmingly upset with Trump right now. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Let's just put politics aside for a second. All right? Let's put politics aside for a second. Seriously. I realize I'm still talking about Donald Trump, but let's just put politics. What I'm saying is Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, liberals, whatever. Put that aside for a second, okay? And I'm serious. I'm talking to my Trump supporters out there. I'm talking to my Democrats out there. I'm talking about LGBTQ. I'm talking about QAnon. I'm talking to all y'all, okay? All y'all for a second. When somebody starts mowing down the fucking White House, I mean, we've seen, like, in Independence Day when the aliens blow up the fucking thing. That's supposed to be like a, oh my God moment, right? We're supposed to not like seeing that. We're actively watching it in real time. It's happening right now. This guy does not care about the White House, this thing that we've had for fucking ever. Pretty much all of anyone's lifetime that probably is going to watch this video. He doesn't care about it. It's just an old stinky ass house to him. Now, I know that some of you out there are still going to, or have still tried to defend this, but I'm sorry, I can't hear you anymore. You're just too far up your own ass. The only reason why you are, deep down this bothers you too, you just don't give a you just, or if it doesn't, then that's even worse. But I think even the majority of people, they're just trying to hang on. Like, oh my God, why is he doing this? But I have to at least come out and support him. Guys, there's no fucking reason for this. Y'all don't have, again, I covered the White House last week, so let's move on to this week's topic, the whole Master Chief thing. Come on, guys. This is just ridiculous. This is just, I'm sorry, how? I mean, they don't succeed in justifying this. Whenever I hear the White House stuff, finally, first it was, see, he's only doing this part. See, you guys just have so much hate in your hearts. Then he mowed down the whole thing. Oh, well, what about now? You going to move the goalposts? That's the one I heard people asking. You're just going to keep moving the goalposts. And they're all like, go to bed. That was their response. Go to bed. When he told them, you keep moving the goalposts for Trump. You literally said a day ago, oh, it's just a facade, there's nothing to worry about. As in, you were implying that if it were more, you'd be worried. Then when you weren't worried again, you're acting like, oh, well, presidents have torn down the fucking White House. You know? So, and then it was, oh, well, no, this is fine. No, and by the way, no, they haven't. So this is like, you know, I guess what I'm trying to get at here is like you watched the previous video I did, that there's been a lot of talk like, oh, well, past presidents have made changes. Yeah, but they have not torn down, destroyed history in the past. It's not happened that way. They've remodeled it. They've fixed it. They've preserved the stuff that's important. They've never just openly destroyed. We don't even know what was in that wing. Was any of the shit that was in there that was special, like any of the artifacts? And I don't know. I'm no expert on this. But was any of that stuff still in there when he tore it down? Seriously, I don't know. I don't know why my camera keeps doing. Well, I kind of do know why it keeps doing this. But I mean, so what's, we have no idea. And again, there's no accountability anywhere. It's, again, I say, if a Democrat did this, my God, Fox News would have record fucking breaking views for like 10 months straight. They would never let up on this, right? And that's the thing is, this happened last week. And that's why I'm having a hard time stop talking about the White House, because this atrocity just happened last week and we've already moved on from it. Because that's the problem with Donald Trump being in power, is atrocities aren't bad anymore. Shit is no longer bad. Things, whatever he does can't be considered, well, it's bad in the moment. Oh, but that was 3 days ago. Literally, fucking 3 days ago. Now it's, oh, this shit over here. I mean, there are other topics we could have done tonight, like the Venezuela shit, but that honestly, that's the thing, is I don't even have to try to build a list of things that Trump does that's bad. I'm just going to, because it's just there, and I can build myself a list to note down or remember, but it's like, it's there. And then it's like, I just have to talk about it. And I get views on YouTube. And my channel gets promoted. It's never been easier to shit talk somebody. I don't know, guys. This is horrible. But I think a lot of people are starting to see it for what it is. And Trump supporters there's still some of them out there that are diehards. But here's the thing, guys. The diehards, I've been saying this forever. The diehards, you all have been starting to see and watch my videos for the last week or so you don't even know. But, to my friends and family, they've been hearing me say this for forever. The diehards are a minority. This MAGA shit will fail. Trump knows this. The Republicans know this. And I'm telling you right now, here is something that Mike Johnson needs to fucking hear. Okay? Bring the Republicans, and honestly, this goes for all Republicans that in Congress right now. Bring the Republicans back into the chambers, Senate and House. Get this shit done with Democrats. Just get these subsidies passed. It's only until fucking next year. My God, it's not even that long term. Really, for you billionaires, how much does it really actually cost? Nothing. I didn't think so. Okay? Seem to be trillionaires for some of you. Get this asshole under control. Get Donald Trump under control. The Republicans, you guys have a fighting chance in the midterms right now. You all understand, your market right now is going to vote your asses out of office. Now, I know you all are pretty powerful and you're doing a lot of horrible shit, but if you stop elections next year, there's going to be some fucking hell to pay. And I'm telling you that because I feel like it's true now. When I first started doing these videos, just a couple of weeks ago, I was very unsure about our country, even just last week, and now I'm still unsure about it. Don't get me wrong; it's very, very up in end, and I think that civil unrest could still fucking very much happen, and it actually is in parts of our country right now because of Trump and ICE. But because of all this horrible shit, You Republicans don't understand. You guys backing this up, people aren't going to fucking stand for this. Here's the one guardrail to our government you forgot to deal with here. The people. Yes, we still have power. And I'm talking to them, and I'm talking to everyone who watches this video. Remember, we still all actively have power. Show up in the midterms next year and vote Democrat. I know I don't like promoting Democrats, honestly, right now, because they piss me off too. But at least they still have a fucking soul. At least they're not, maybe they're a little bit dumb. They might be nutheads sometimes, and they might not always get everything done. But at least they still have a fucking soul. At least they still care about people. They're the ones right now that have been there in the chambers, this entire government shutdown, begging and pleading, being like, we need to bring Congress back in just to get people their fucking basic ass bullshit health care that is still not really very good, but at least it's something. And people, I'm proud to say, again, like I said, are seeing this. Eventually I know they would, but again, Trump is just so fucking bad. And again, remember, it's not just Donald Trump. Now, it's coming up from the top and coming down, yes, but I'm saying there are plenty of people that orbit Trump. And by the way, corporations, Google, unfortunately, is one of them now. The very company that allows you to watch this very video is like all the big wigs right now are involved in keeping this administration going. They're the ones that don't. Google is amongst the list. Microsoft, Meta, that put in donations, bids, maybe, I guess, donations for this fucking ballroom he's going to build. Guys, MAGA's fucked, okay? Now, I say that because I know that this country can fight their way out of this, all right? But they need to fight their way out of this. Now, so far, I'm seeing great things, and I hope we keep this energy up. But we got a year until the midterms. Shit lot can happen in a year, as we've seen. It's not even been a full year since Trump took office in January 20th. And, the amount of just horror that's happened. You know what? I'm going to leave you off on this. Trump is actively losing so much support right now. Let's talk about the things that both Democrats and Republicans have struggled to get anything done with. Our government as a whole. But really right now, since Trump made all these wonderful promises that people are actively saying, I got duped on the internet, which I'm glad to hear them say that. We'll talk about that actually next here in a second. But groceries. Guys, groceries have not gone down in price. If anything, eggs went up after Trump took office. I don't know about you, but my expenses have not gone down. If anything, shit's gone up for me. My bills have gone up. My grocery bills have gone up. I am struggling with money more than I ever have in my life. And I work 8 to 5. I'm a worker bee, And I don't even want to know how other people are dealing with this right now. It's just effed out there. But I'm telling you right now, that's what Trump promised. He was going to bring prices down on day one. And not just bring prices down, but we're supposed to be prosperous in this country. Remember what the hell he fucking sold you. All right? I don't know about you, but I don't see any of that shit happening. If anything, it's okay, you know what? I'll give you this. I don't fully believe in this bullshit, but I'll give you this. If you all who are ex-Trump supporters or still Trump supporters or whatever, here's the thing. They still complain about the, Biden and all blah, 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 the Democrats. And by the way, I don't fully disagree with them. I don't really think Democrats did a lot in these last 4 years either. Now, here's the thing, though. Let's bring it back to November, December 2024. Compare it how it is now. Are things really any better? If anything, they're worse. They're way worse. And it will continue to get worse. You have to understand that this stuff takes time, right? This stuff takes a long time to settle in. By the end of Trump's term here, whether or not he's still alive and with us, or somebody else advances in the seat or whatever, the driver's seat of the fucking White House, you have to understand something. Our economy, if you think it's bad right now, it's going to be it will probably be way worse by the time Trump is about ready to, or whatever the fuck this administration is about ready to give up for somebody else, to give that, switch over. If they even, well, of course I say that, but, Trump and the Republicans are not good at relinquishing power because they're too insecure. It's going to be bad, though, I think. So, but it takes time. All this shit does. And so it's already really bad now, but it's going to get probably, I suspect it'll get worse. So, we'll see. But I think it'll get way worse. Now, lastly, like I was gonna say, for the people that were Trump supporters, are Trump supporters, and are questioning or whatever, and you guys have said, I no longer support Donald Trump. There have been those of you that have come out and fully said, I was duped, I was scammed, this asshole sold me a lot of shit, I believed it, I helped get him into office, or I voted for him, whatever, and now I'm pissed. If you say it just like that, I, for one, am proud of you. All right? I'm not kidding. In my past, and I work in IT, right? We deal with in cybersecurity. People sometimes click on phishing links and shit like that, right? Now, if they're able to say, oh, shit, and they're able to, be like, yeah, damn it, I got, they want, admit to it, learn from it. That's all I'm asking for, okay? Admit to it, but also learn from it. Because people like Trump will exist in the future. Understand and learn, and there's plenty of resources about ways to critically think and back information properly. Here's the thing. It's not just about getting scammed. Oh, I got scammed, shit. How did it happen? How did you fall for this? Ask yourself that. Look back at the things that you were looking at, the sources you were trusting. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I mean, although I don't think it's necessarily being a good person if you're racist and sexist, because honestly, I think a lot of you, that's why you liked Donald Trump, and that's how he sold you on this stuff. But fine, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Again, I am not at all thinking you're a good person for either of those two things I just mentioned. But I will say, if you're able to at least be like, yeah, you know what, that's a problem. I should fix that. I should work on that. Guys, we can't change the past. We can definitely change our future. Please. Admit you were scammed. Admit you were duped. That is not me trying to shit on you, although I will say I wasn't. But at the same time, find out how, figure out why. I can't answer that for you. Maybe I'll try to form a video about this, but I'm not. I know how to critically think. I know how to source information. At least I think I do. But all the things that Trump is doing, they're not really surprises to me. I'm just hating the fact that he's actually doing them, and I'm talking about it on the internet for all you to watch and enjoy. But admit you were scammed, admit you were duped, and then be like, yep, you know what, and here's how I can be better about this next time. Okay, then you know what? Once you've done that, we have solved this division problem. Because now you guys can be like, yeah, that's not good. I shouldn't think that way. I should not let myself stoop down to such a low level where someone like Donald Trump is appealing to me. then you can come over to us. I'm not saying be a Democrat. I'm just saying be an American. Okay? Be an American. We can solve issues together again. It's okay to have separate parties and be like, yeah, I don't disagree with you on this or that, you know, but remember when climate change was the big topic, you know, and, you know, now it's a matter of, do you support people being locked up without due process or destroying our literal country as it is or not? I mean, guys, in my opinion, these aren't hard. This does not require a debate. These are just bad things to agree with Trump in. So, yes, destroying the White House is destroying our country. It is. I mean, again, there's reasons why movies show the White House getting blown up. It's supposed to surprise and disgust you. That's the reason why movies do that. We're seeing a man do it for real now. And y'all put him in power. Learn how to avoid this next time, please. Also, please admit to people, because a lot of people that are pissed at you. I have family that will not admit they were wrong. They don't like him anymore. But, well, I don't know if I made a bad... Like, dude, you see how bad it is. Just admit you were fucking wrong. I do this. You see me, like, correct myself all the time in videos. It's not a bad thing. It's you learning. And learning's a good thing. That's the problem. Is so many people have forgotten that fact. Learning is a good thing. Embrace it. Acknowledge it. And by the way, being wrong is okay so long as you're able to fix it. And you will fix it. Anyways, guys, I hope this video was somewhat enjoyable to you. Again, maybe I will do a video on maybe how to source I mean, I don't know. I'm no expert at this, but I feel like I have enough information, or maybe I can teach other rednecks like me how to do this. All right. Anyways, guys, I hope this video was somewhat enjoyable to you. Again, thanks for the support. I'm hoping that if anyone watching wants to see topics that I might talk about, and this is like either political or non-political related, please let me know in the comments. I will try my best to cover them. If I see fit that I'm able to cover them and the right person to cover them, maybe. And I also need to get something besides my phone here, like, so I can actually look stuff up as I'm talking about it, so I don't always look like a blabbering fucking idiot. But anyways, guys, with that being said, I will let you guys go. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful day tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.